So one is hard link, another one is soft link. Okay, how this hard link and soft link is going to work, we have to see here. Okay, so we will be looking into this hard link and soft link, how it is going to work. Clear? So basically, when I'm talking about hard link, here, okay, so we will see how the hard link is going to work. Let me explain you where the hard link is majorly used. Okay, take a small example. Okay, I'm having my server contains 200 to 300 user accounts, and this all 200 to 300 accounts, whatever we are seeing it here, this all 300 accounts are developed. They are all developers. If I want to tell you, so they're all developers. So they will be logging to my server. They are connecting my server using their Windows machines using PuTTY, and they will be connecting. So when they are connecting, so they will connect to the machine server with their user accounts from their Windows clients using PuTTY, and they will try to write some codings. Okay, but when I say when they are going to write the codings, how they are going to write the codings? Okay, they are not going to write the codings by their own, right? Okay, so they are going to write the coding, okay, by seeing some examples, by seeing some patterns, right? So what is the condition here is, okay, my manager has provided me a 2 or 3 files, which is each file is 20 MB, and I want to copy this file to each and every home directory. Okay, so when I say we have to copy this file to the each and every home directory, okay, when you have to copy this file to the each and every home directory, so what we need for this 200 or 300 accounts we have to copy, that means on my system slash home file system should have enough disk space to copy, right? Because every home directory, I mean these 3 files together, it is 50 MB, assume that. That means 50 MB into 300, that much disk space we need. Understand? Getting it? So almost 15 GB to 20 GB of disk space we need on slash home. If you don't have a 15 MB to 15 GB to 20 GB disk space on my slash home, then what we have to do now? What is the problem? Okay, so because we don't have enough disk space, we have to buy a disk, we have to connect, and we have to accommodate it. And buying disk is nothing but it's an extra cost to the company, right? So without buying a disk, how do we fulfill this requirement? So we are going to fulfill this requirement. Yeah.
సారీ అండి నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
సింపుల్ అండి. ఒక సర్వర్ పైన ఒక 300 యూజర్ అకౌంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
ఓకే.
ఈ 300 యూజర్స్ డెవలపర్స్. ఓకే, సి ప్లస్ జావా డెవలపర్స్ అన్నమాట, రైట్? సో ఈ డెవలపర్స్ ఏం చేస్తారు, వాళ్ళ రెస్పెక్టివ్ విండోస్ మిషన్ నుంచి వాళ్ళ పుట్టి ఓపెన్ చేసి ఆ రెస్పెక్టివ్ సర్వర్లో ఎక్కడైతే యూజర్ అకౌంట్ ఉందో అక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు, రైట్? కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి అక్కడ వర్క్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు, రైట్? సో వర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు అక్కడ వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, ఆ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్స్ అనేది కోడింగ్స్ అనేది డెవలప్ చేస్తారు, రైట్? ఆ కోడింగ్స్ అనేది వాళ్ళ సొంతంగా డెవలప్ చేయడానికి అవకాశం లేదు. ఎందుకంటే ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఏదైతే డెవలప్ చేయాలనో దాన్ని కొన్ని వందల మాడ్యూల్స్ కింద డివైడ్ చేస్తారు. సో ఆ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఒక్కొక్క మాడ్యూల్ తీసుకొని డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే దాని ప్యాటర్న్, దాని ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనకు తెలిసి ఉండాలి, రైట్? సో దాని గురించి మేనేజర్ ఏం చెప్తాడంటే, నాకు ఒక 3 ఫైల్స్ ఇస్తాడు, మొత్తం ఈ 3 ఫైల్స్ కలిపి 50 MB ఉంటుంది, రైట్? ఏం చెప్తాడంటే ఈ 3 ఫైల్స్ ని ప్రతి ఒక్క యూజర్ హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీలో కాపీ చేయమంటాడు, రైట్? సో కాపీ చేయాలి అంటే మళ్ళీ అందరి దగ్గర మొత్తం సిస్టమ్ పైన డిస్క్ స్పేస్ ఉండాలి కదా, ఓకే? 50 MB ఇంటూ 300 అంత డిస్క్ స్పేస్ కావాలి మనకు స్లాష్ హోమ్ లో, ఎందుకంటే స్లాష్ హోమ్ లోనే మీకు హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీస్ క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి కాబట్టి. ఓకే, ఇన్ కేస్ స్లాష్ హోమ్ లో అంత డిస్క్ స్పేస్ లేదనుకోండి, అప్పుడు మీరు ఏం చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది, సపరేట్ గా డిస్క్ కొనాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఓకే, డిస్క్ స్పేస్ ఉంటే అకామిడేట్ చేస్తాము, లేకుంటే మాత్రం కొనాల్సి వస్తుంది, రైట్? గెటింగ్ ఇట్? సో సింపుల్ గా మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, డిస్క్ యూసేజ్ హై అయిపోతుంది, రైట్? సో ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని ఎట్లా ఓవర్కమ్ చేస్తామంటే సింపుల్ గా హార్డ్ లింక్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఓవర్కమ్ చేస్తాం. ఈ హార్డ్ లింక్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే మిర్రర్ కాపీ లాగా పనిచేస్తుంది. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది మిర్రర్ కాపీ కూడా కాదు, సింపుల్ గా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ అ మిర్రర్ కాపీ. మిర్రర్ కాపీ అంటే కూడా మీకు డిస్క్ స్పేస్ యూటిలైజ్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇది మిర్రర్ కాపీ కూడా కాదు. ఒక ప్లేస్ లో ఒక లొకేషన్ లో మనం డేటా పెడతాము స్లాష్ హోమ్ లో, మిగతా 300 యూజర్ హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీస్ కి లింక్ చేసేస్తాం. ఓకే, కానీ ఈ 300 యూజర్ హోమ్ డైరెక్టరీ లింక్ చేసినప్పుడు, హార్డ్ లింక్ చేసినప్పుడు స్టిల్ అది 50 MB డిస్క్ స్పేస్ మాత్రమే యూజ్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, బట్ 300 యూజర్స్ ఎవరు లాగిన్ అయినా కూడా ఆ 3 ఫైల్స్ ని చూడొచ్చు, దాన్ని రీడ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ హార్డ్ లింక్. సో హార్డ్ లింక్ చేయడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే మనము డిస్క్ యూటిలైజేషన్స్ ని ఓవర్కమ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఒక్కటే ఫైల్ ని 300 అకౌంట్స్ లో కాపీ చేయడం అనేది ఇట్స్ ఎ వెరీ బిగ్ హ్యూజ్ లెవెల్ డూప్లికేషన్ జరుగుతుంది, అవునా? సో ఆ డూప్లికేషన్ ని కూడా మనము ఆపవచ్చు ఈ హార్డ్ లింక్ వల్ల. I think this is the information. Now we are going to see something about how this hard link is going to work. Hard link acts like a mirror copy of the original file, and this link share the same inode number. So original file, the hard link will have same inode number, and changes made to the original and hard link file will reflect each other. And when I talk about hard link have a same inode number, and when I run ls-l command, okay, shows all the links within the link column here. So you know, when you run ls-l command, the first field it is going to show you permissions. A second field it is going to give you the information about link count. So always remember, for a file, what is a link count? Do you remember what is a link count for a file? Yes.
9.
What is a link count for a file?
9.
9. What is this 9? You're telling a new number here. I'm asking you, when you run ls-l command, it is going to give you long listing with 9 field output. I'm telling you the first field is permission and second field is link count. I'm asking you, what is a default link count for a file and directory? For a file, the link count always 1, and for directory, the link count will be 2. And when you see the link count for a file more than 1, that means it is a hard link. That means it is a hard link. Clear?
Yeah.
Understand? So right now you don't see any, for any file you will not see more than 1, because it's all normal file. There is no hard link configure right now. When we configure, you will see that. Okay, so by seeing that hard link only, you can identify, yes, this file is having a hard link. Okay, if it is, instead of showing you 1 or 2, if it is showing 5, that means this file is having 5 hard links. If it is showing you 10, it is going to have a 10 hard links. If it is showing you 100, it is going to contain 100 hard links. Okay, and the link have a actual file content, and removing link just reduces the link count but doesn't affect other links. Okay, and you cannot create a hard link for a directory. You cannot create a hard link for a directory. We can create a hard link only for the file, remember that. And if the original file is removed, then the link will still show you the content of the file. Okay, and hard link cannot be done across the file system. What is file system? I'm having a file system called root. I'm having a file system called USR. I'm having a file system called var. Okay, so I'm having a file in root. I want to link it to USR. That doesn't support. You have to do hard link within the same file system. Understand? So this is the information. And this is the syntax. How do we configure hard link? ln followed by the original file followed by the link name. Okay, and this is a command to know the inode numbers for the hard link and the original file is same or not. We're going to see here. So let me give you the information how this hard link is going to work. Now when I say ls-l, so I'm having a file with the name called readme. You see the readme is a file in read-only permission and the link count is 1. Okay, that means it is a single normal file and there is no hard link configured here. Now I want to configure a hard link for this. So what I will do, ln followed by readme, and readme I'm going to put 100. So readme is the original file and readme 100 is nothing but a hard link. That is configure. Once we configure this, when I say ls-l followed by readme, do you see the link count is increased here? Previous it was 1, now it became 2. Okay, that means it is clear that it is having hard link. Okay, but how do we know that what is the other file? So basically we can know with the help of inode number. Okay, so you can also just look for this. You see the hard link, the inode number for the original file and the hard link will be always same. Will be always same. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay, getting it? So this is the information. Now, what we are going to do when you update this link, it is going to update the original file. When you update the original file, it is going to update the link. Understand? Getting it? But here the question is, if I delete the original file, will you able to access the data from the link? Let me show you that. So I'm going to say rm readme. I have removed it. So once I remove it, what happened? So you can just see here, you can see that the link count got reduced here. Still the file is existing here. Can you see this? And it is the link count was previously 2. It was showing you only right now 1. And now I will show you whether I am able to read this file or not. Yes, 100% you can read. Okay, so this is how the hard link is going to work. You may delete the original file, you may delete the link, nothing will happen to your file, nothing will happen to your data, only it reduces the link count. Understand? Is this clear here?
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, so this is all about the hard link. But you will ask me where this hard link is majorly used. But in Linux, you see very rarely the hard link is used. When you go to the Unix, you will see more number of hard links is used. Okay, getting? Now this is the information. Now let us go with soft link. The soft link is same like shortcut in Windows. Okay, you will create shortcuts, right? I'm having some file in D or E drive. I'm having a directory in E or D drive. I don't want to go to that particular location every time. I will not remember that location. So I will create a shortcut on the desktop. The same thing here we are going to do. Okay, a soft link is an actual link to the original file, and this link will have a different inode values. Okay, the original file and the link will have a different inode values, and soft link points to the original file. So if the original file is deleted, soft link fails. Okay, so before you delete the original file, if you have any soft links, so please take care. Okay, and soft link has a different inode number that we discussed, but how do we identify a soft link? When you put ls-l, you know in the front of the file it is going to give you, the first field is nothing but permissions. In the front of the permissions, if it gives L, that is nothing but it is a soft link file or a directory. And soft link contains a part of the original file and not the content. Okay, and removing soft link doesn't affect anything, but removing original file, the link becomes dangling, which the link which points to the non-existing file. And a soft link can be linked to the directories as well as files, and a soft link can create across the file systems. It can be created across the file systems. Understand? This is information, and this is a syntax to create a soft link, and this is a syntax to know the inode numbers for the original file and the link. Okay, so now let us go here how we will create it. So I'm having a file with the name called readme100. I want to create a soft link for this. So right now you can see in the front of the permission nothing it has been showing here. So the link count is this, it's a normal file. So I'm going to say ln-yes to create a soft link, and readme, this is the thing. So readme 100 is the original file, readme is a soft link. Now when I say ls here, you can see the readme is a soft link created, and when I say ls-l readme, you can see this is something called link in the front of the permission. And you see a readme which is a soft link that is pointing to the original file here. This is something called path to the original file. Okay, and I just want to give you some information. The original file, the permission is read only. The link permission is it is giving full. And you see the original file size is somewhere 16 MB and the link size is 9 MB like this. This is a way how to be differentiate. And if I say ln-li, when I say read me, this is a link inode number and this is the original file inode number. And you can see the differences between the inode number here. And remember one thing, when you are updating the original file, it will update the link. The data will be reflected to the link, and when you are updating the link, the information will be reflected to the original file. But here the question is, if I delete the link, nothing will happen. If I delete the original file, what happens we will see. I'm going to say rm, I'm going to delete the original file. So when I try to remove this original file here, when I just say cat, cat readme, what did it say? No such file or directory. That means you can see the color has been changed here. It is nothing but the link always points to the non-existing file. Non-existing means what? There is no original file, but still it will point to that name, but it can't find it in that original location. So this is that's the reason it is called a link points to the non-existing file. Understand? So this is all the information about the readme. This is all about the soft link. Understood, right?
Yeah, but where we mostly use this soft link?
The soft link is used everywhere in the Linux machine. There's all soft links only you can see everywhere. Everywhere in the machine you will see soft links only. Understand? Okay. This is the information how it is going to work. Okay. So this is the thing. I will just summarize you soft link and hard link. See, first thing, hard links can be configured only for a file. Soft links can be configured on file for file and directory. Second thing, hard link maintains same inode number. Soft link maintains different inode number. Okay. Hard link can be configured within the file system. Soft link can be configured across the different file systems. Okay. And the fourth thing is uh, when you delete the original file for a hard link, still you can access the data from the link. But whereas when it comes to soft link, when you delete the original file, you will not be able to access the data from the link. It will just point to the non-existing file. So this is the just common differences between these two. Okay. So this is the information, right? And how do we identify a hard link and soft link? For a hard link, we have to see the link count. If the link count is more than 1, that is nothing but it's having a hard link. For a soft link, in the front of the permission, if it is L, then it is something called soft link. Okay, so this is the differences that you're going to see. Now we are going to see something about filters. So what is filter? Where these filters are majorly used, we will see here. Okay, so fine. So wait for 1 minute. Just mount the CD-ROM to copy one file. Copy /mnt/readme to dot directory. So I have just copied this readme file here again because I just want to show you the basic filters here. Because what is this filter? I will tell you first. Okay. See. Basically filters are divided into two categories. Okay, one is basic filter, another one is advanced filter. So when I say basic filter, what do you mean by basic filter? Okay, so basic filters is it is something like it takes a standard input, it will just show you the standard output. That's it. Okay, it doesn't interrupt your file, it doesn't modify your file. Okay, and when we talk about advanced filters, the advanced filters that are used only in shell scriptings. Okay, but we are not going to discuss with any of the advanced filter. That when you go with the shell scripting, you will be discussing. Okay, so when I'm talking about the basic filters here, so we have so many filters here. Why we have to use this filter? Take an example. I'm having a file with the name called readme. It is a 100 pages file, assume that. So how do we read this file basically? What is the command to read this file? Is it recommended to read a file with vi?
Cat.
Cat. Okay, so you're saying cat followed by the readme. But when I say cat readme, it is just scrolling down to the all 100 pages, and it is not allowing me to read from the first page, first line like this. It is not allowing us. Yes, yes. So if it is not allowing us, what is the alternative command? So we will try to use vi. But is the vi is a safe command to read a file?
No.
Ultimately, no. Because if you are familiar with VI, still we hesitate to work to read a file with VI. But if a person who is not confident about VI, if he is opening some file, some configuration or some script with VI, and due to some reason because he's not perfect with VI, something got modified, something got edited, and he can't identify that changes, and he just closed it or saved it, and that file gets corrupted, the script gets corrupted, right? So most of the times, not most of the times, 100% it is not recommended to read a file with VI. Then how do we read it? So basically we are going to use some basic filters, and that will help us in listing the information. Okay, getting it, listing the information. Clear? Understood, right? So listing the information is nothing but it takes the standard input and it gives a standard output. Okay, so we will see how it is going to work. So when I'm talking about filters, there are so many different types of filters we have. It is not only used to read the files, there are so many other purposes also we have about the filters. Like we have a filter called more, we have a filter called less, we have a filter called pipe, head, tail, word count, cut. Like this, there are so many things we have. Okay, so we are going to see one by one how it is going to work. First thing, we are going to see something about the more. So basically, I can just say more followed by readme. It is just going to list the file, but it is going to give you the, it is going to list only the first page of the file. You can see it is just open 6% of the file, and when you press an enter, it moves line by line. It moves line by line. When you put space bar, it moves page by page. Can you see this? So this is going to allow us to read a file line by line or page by page. And you can also use this command in this particular way also. We are using like this. And you know why we are using this pipe symbol? Because cat is a different command, more is a different command. And if you want to use these two different commands in a single syntax, then we are going to use something called more. Okay, so this is the information, right? So this is the information how it is going to work, right? So remember, a more is a filter that is majorly used to run two different commands at a time. Okay, I mean not more pipe, I'm talking about pipe. Okay, now we are going to see something about less. So how the more command is working, in the same way the less is going to work, but compared to more, less is going to have some more extra features. What is that? Within when you open a file with the help of less command, you can just use enter to move line by line. You can put a space bar to page by page. But apart from this, you can use up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow also you can use to move the into the page. Okay, getting it? This is one of the advantage. And you have to say Q to come out of this file. Okay, so this is the way how this less is going to work. Now we are going to see something about head. So basically head is a command that helps us in listing the first 10 lines of your file. I don't want to read the total file, whole file. I just want to know the first 10 lines. By seeing that I can understand what kind of file it is. So I'm going to open this. Okay, if you want to read more than 10 lines, you have to use an -N20, and it is going to show you how do we list the 20 lines here. Okay, so this is the information how it is going to work. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is the way. Now we have something called tail. Tail is a command that helps in listing the last 10 lines of the file, and if you want to list more than 10 lines, yes, you have to use this. Okay, so this is the information how it is going to work. Done?
Yeah.
Getting it? So this is the information. Now we have seen how this head and tail is going to work. Then apart from this head and tail, we also have some other filters also that we are going to use. WC is nothing but word count. So basically this word count command is majorly used to know, to list how many lines, how many words, and how many characters are there inside this particular file. Okay, you can see 449 lines, 2139 words, and 16,435 characters we have here. And you can also list this individually also. So for example, I can put -L for line numbers, -C something for characters, -W something for words. Okay, so this is the information. Done. So this is the, now what we will do here is we have some other commands like cut. We will see first how this cut command is going to work. Take an example. I'm having one file here with the name called emp data, and in this emp data I'm having a data here. We have something called email, we have something called pin code, like this we have. Okay, so I'm going to put the name here, name, HYD, comma, phone number, email, ram@gmail, and colon. I'm going to put some pin code like this or anything, phone number or pin code, anything. So like this, I'm having some users information. Okay, Bangalore and Sham@Yahoo. Okay, and this is a pin code. So like this, I'm having the users here. Okay, so like this. So I'm just saving it. So basically I got this particular file, some database, and you're able to see this name, address, phone number, email, and PIN code. You're seeing this, and when you see this all information, basically we got this information from some what we say. We got this information from some database, and I'm having thousands of customers information as in there. And my manager asked me this, okay, we pulled out this information from the database and we got in this format. Okay, and everything is separated by something called colon here, but my manager need only the email name and email address, because there is some new product is going to get launched within a 10 days or 15 days, and I want to send this information to all my customers. Okay, so they need a name and email addresses. So because I don't have one or two entries to copy and paste it separately, right? I'm having thousands of entries here, right? So basically I can't go to each and every line where I can copy and I can't paste it in some other file, right? So for that reason, what we are going to use, cut. So using cut, we can just cut out the fields what we need, and we can redirect this information to some file, and we can send this file to the your manager, whoever they require it, and based on that they will be doing it. Okay, but how it is going to work? Cut is a command, -D. -D stands for delimiter. What do you mean by delimiter? Because in this particular file, the fields name and address, this got separated by this colon. If it is semicolon, that will be delimiter. If it is hyphen, that will be delimiter. If it is a comma, that will be delimiter, right? So the delimiter is right now say colon here, and -F fields is nothing but the first field, and we are going to see the fourth field, and followed by the file name. So you see whatever the field you need, you can just pull out of that particular file. We can just pulling out. We are not modifying, we are not editing it. But when you pull out, it is just showing your display. But how do we take the backup? Just put a greater than emp bkp. I'm just putting it like this. Now when I say emp bkp, it is going to give you the information.
Sorry, one more thing.
Okay.
We get this file means if we connect,
I didn't get you.
can we get this data into Word file or something like that?
What is the use of getting into Word? This doesn't work here in Word. See, this is a normal text file. If you just import this file onto a Windows machine, that is like a text file. Remember that.
No, no, no.
Okay, again you have to copy and don't forget about Word.
Okay.
Okay, there is no concept of Word. When you are working in command line, there is no concept of Word. Even when you work in graphic mode also, there is no concept of Word.
Okay.
You forget about Word. Okay, that is all up to Windows only. There is no such concept in Linux. Everything is a text file here.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, if you want it, you separately copy and paste it in the Word. That is you. That is the admin headache or user headache who are using it. They want it, they will do it. Otherwise, they will use like this only.
Okay.
Okay, getting it. So this is the way how it is going to. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is the importance of cut. Okay. Now we have something called paste. So what is the purpose of paste? For example, when I say cat emp backup, this is one file, and cat emp data, this is one file. So I want to list these two data side by side. I will just say paste emp bkp and emp data. So you can see we are able to list these two files information side by side. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is the information. So the paste command, it will help us in listing the two files data side by side. Of course, if it is a huge data, you can't list it. If it's a small minor data, if you want to see it side by side, yes, you can see it side by side and you can compare it. Okay. Apart from this, there is a compare file also, compare command also, where you can compare two files. Understand? So I will tell you how that compare is going to work. When you're doing scripting, you will get all this information, diff, compare. I'm writing a script and the script is written and I copied, I made some changes. I want to see the difference between original script and that modified script. You can use diff and you can use compare command. Okay, so this is the thing. And we have something called, what is that, unique. So what is the importance of unique, you know? EMP BKP, when I just open this configuration file here, I'm just doing a duplication of this particular data. Oh, sorry. Hey, what happened? Why? So I'm just duplicating it. You can just see here. I'm just duplicating here. Just save this and close it. When I just save and quit, now I want to just see uniqueness of this particular data. So unique BKP. So basically it is not giving you anything about the data. Whether it is unique, whether it is duplicated, how many times it is duplicated, you are not getting any kind of that information here. But still, if you want to know that information here, so we are going to see that information unique hyphen D. It is going to give you only the data which has been duplicated. If you want to know how many times it has been duplicated, you can use C, 10 times it is duplicated. If you want to just know the unique data, you have to put hyphen U. This is the way how this unique command is going to work. Clear? So this is the way how the filters are going to understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the information. Now we are going to see, so there is some two commands like find, and we are going to see there is something called grep. So we will see how this find and grep is going to work. So find is a command. Why we use find? For example, in Windows, you want to search for a file or directory, but you don't know the name. You don't know the where it is located. So what we will do? We will get into the search and we will try to see that, right? At the same time, the find command is also going to work in same way. Okay, so the find is a command. Okay, so with the help of find command, we can search for a file or directory using some patterns. What is that patterns? I will give you the information. 1 minute. So, oh, sorry. Uh, don't think in this new folder. Yes, but this is the way. This is the pattern. Can you see this? Okay, you can search for a file with name, with a size, with empty, with size, with a link count, with the permission, with inode number, right? These are all the patterns. Okay, creation time, modify time, like this. But how the syntax will be, we will see. So find followed by the path. Okay, followed by the path, and I'm going to put hyphen f is nothing but to specify the f is nothing but file. No, 1 minute. I just forgot the syntax. Path followed by the type. Followed by the type. I have to just put something called hyphen type. So always remember when I put hyphen type, I'm just putting here f means file, d means directory. Okay, and followed by the action that you want to perform. So action is nothing but name or empty or permissions or size or link count or inode number or C time, that is called creation time. M time is nothing but modified time. A time is nothing but access time, like this. Okay, we can use it. Okay, so let me give you the syntax here. So I'm going to say find dot is nothing but current directory, hyphen type, f is nothing but file, and I'm going to say hyphen empty. It is going to search for the files which are empty. For example, you want to search for a file with name, hyphen name, read me. Do you see this? If you want to search with the permission hyphen PRM 444, this is a file which is 444. If I say 666, there is no such file which is 666. When I say 644, yes, this is all the files which are 644. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to find the files or directories. For example, you want to list the directories, and you have to say ID, and you can just press an enter. It is going to give you all the directories. But I just want to list the directories that starts with D star. So, but it doesn't work here. Or I will just say D. Hyphen D. You have to. I mean D stands for directory, and you have to give the name hyphen name D or D star. So it doesn't take. And what is the directory names we have here? Let us see here. Yes, I am having a directory with the name called Oracle. You can see this is the way how to be listed. Understand? So when I say Oracle, it is just seeing whatever the, okay. So this is the information. Clear? So when I say dir, okay, it's named dir. It's not searching for anything dir. When I say dir 100, yes, it is searching for dir 100. So this is the way how it is going to work. Understand? Okay, if I want to search using inode number, yes, you can search. If you want to search using link count, yes, you can search. For example, when I'm creating LN, okay, there is something called readme. For this readme, I'm creating a link count here, like this. Okay, now what I will do, I want to search with the help of link count. So what I will do, because it is a file, right? F hyphen link followed by 4 or 5 links. I think it should be links. You can see this is all the file which has link count 5. And now what I will do, I want to search with the inode number ls-li. Okay, read me. This file is having inode number like this, and I want to search with the inode number. I will just say iname and the 785126. This is to list. So this is going to match all the files, and wherever it finds the same inode number, it is going to give you like this. So this is the way how this find command is going to work. Understand?
Yeah.
So this is the information. Now we are going to see something about the record. Okay. So the find is it is a day-to-day this thing. For example, using find we can do another thing also. What is that is using find command. For example, I'm just finding all the empty files here. You got empty. I'm just saying. So you are having this many empty files, or you are having a file which is less than 100 MB, less than 1 MB, less than 2 MB. You have thousands of files there, and you got a ticket saying that you have to find that and you have to delete it. So basically, what we will do, you will find, you will see the name, and you will delete one by one. It doesn't work. So what I will do is here only I will just say exec rm. That's it. So it's correct only, right? Star, but I don't think it works here. It has removed all the files, I think. It should not happen like this, right? So touch A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, is all empty files we have. But RM, what is happened here? Not exe, actually we have to use some other command. It is not exe. There is a command. Don't remember the command. There is one syntax here that helps us in deleting the exe. Arg, I think. ARG. Sorry, xarg. Yes, xarg is a command that we have to use. Okay, so man xarg. Yes, this is the one. So what we will do here is, you see we are having so many empty files here, right? So I'm going to put xarg rm. So it deletes all the empty files. You see this. Okay, so xarg is nothing but putting the command that need to be executed after the output has been given. Okay, for example, I will just say touch. Okay, I will just say A, B, B, C, C, D. When I say ls hyphen yes, A, this is the permission, but I want to remove the permission as 600. So what we have to do? So I will just say here empty, and I will just say chmod 600 for everything. Now what happens here is it became 600? You see this?
Yeah.
So this is the way how we are going to use it. Okay. So instead of doing multiple tasks, you can put everything into one single like a script, and you can do it this. It's a very simple method. Okay. In the place of XOR, you can also use EXE, but if you are using EXE, you have to write something like a script. So instead of using EXE, it's a very old method. XOR is a new method of doing it. Okay, you will have thousands of files, right? How you will go to each and every file to change the permission? So I will just try to find it out, and using XOR, we will try to do it. Okay, so this is the way. And understood, right? So this is all the information here. And now we are going to see how it is going to work. So now we are going to see something about grep. So what is the purpose of grep? Grep is nothing but it stands for globally search for regular expressions. Okay, so what is this expression? You want to search for some pattern, you want to search for some expression, we will try to use a grep. And grep is majorly used on the files. Okay, you can use on a single file, you can use on multiple file to find out some information. Okay, for example, I will say grep root etc password. Okay, grep. Sorry, I will just get into the root. I will just show you how this grep is going to work. For example, grep. I want to know about a device called as DA in somewhere where log D message. So you can see it is just trying to search for this pattern this expression called SDA, and it is giving you all the information about SDA. Can you see this? Okay, getting it. This is the way. And when I talk about, for example, I'm just running user add root. Okay, now I will just say grep root etc password. This is the thing. But if I just say hyphen I means ignore case sensitive. It is looking for lower case, it is looking for higher case. And for example, if you want to search for exact word, without putting any options, you can search for exact word, and hyphen W also we can use to search for exact word. Okay, and if you want to search for multiple expressions, then we are going to use hyphen capital E. So then I'm going to put the regular expressions here. Okay, pipe followed by comma. You can see it is going to search for multiple expressions, multiple patterns here. Okay, so this is the way how this grep command is going to work. So you are going to use this grep command every day. In your day-to-day administration tasks, we are going to use every day the grep command. Majorly, this grep command are used when you want to sort out the logs. It may be a when you are sorting out the logs related to a user, related to a device, related to a printer, related to application, anything it will just list. Understand? But this is the way how this grep is going to work. And you also have multiple options here. You can just see here. Okay, and you can also search for this option. You can also put I can see also. It is going to give you a count how many times it has been coming. Okay, so this is the information. So this is how the grep is going to work. And with this, we have done with our basics, and from tomorrow we will start administration. Okay, so from tomorrow we are going to start administration. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for today's session.
Okay, thank you. And can you please send the today material, like all the
Yes, I will send you. Yes, okay,
Okay.
fine. I will send you. Wait, right now only I will send you.
Okay.